Welcome to the news on Magic Bricks Now, India's first property channel. I'm Amita Balchandra. Let's first take a look at the top headlines at this hour. The winter session of the Parliament has come to an end and the real estate regulatory bill was not tabled. Despite repeated assurances from the government and the opposition, the home buyer has been slighted yet again. Home buyers in Gurgaon protest against Unitech for stalling construction of homes in the fight of builder versus buyer. Who will win and who will lose? The rich and the wealthy give real estate the thumbs up according to a Karvi Wealth report. The report says the rich is now pumping in money in gold and not real estate. Is this the right time to invest? The new year is around the corner and we at Magic Bricks Now get you a roundup of what's trending, what's selling and where should you put your money in the new year. In our special series Realty Roundup, we take a close look at the Pune market. And in our special series War of the Cities, we tell you all about Surat's smart plans. Straight up, the winter session of the Parliament is over and it was a washout yet again. With the opposition and the government battling each other through the session, parliamentary work was stalled. The Parliament failed to pass crucial bills like the GST and the real estate regulatory bill. This despite getting the Cabinet's nod on December 9th for the realty regulator. The government briefed the media after the session ended. Urban Development Minister Venkaiah Naidu told the media that constant disruption from the opposition was the reason behind the winter washout. Let's listen in to what else he had to say.
Real estate bill was approved earlier, GST bill was approved earlier and sent to then Lok Sabha पारित नहीं किया, कैसा कहेंगे आप? लोक सभा पारित करने के बाद भी राज्यसभा उसको सेनेट कमेटी को भेजा, सेनेट कमेटी ने अध्ययन पूरा किया, फिर वापस भेजा, फिर राज्यसभा उसको राज्यसभा के बिना लोकसभा चर्चा नहीं कर सकते। वहां कोई परिवर्तन हो गए तो दोबारा लोकसभा में आ सकते हैं।
All right, my colleague Deepa Rana joins us with the details. Deepa, yet another snub for the home buyer, isn't it?
Home buyers have been left out in the cold. Despite repeated assurances by the government and the opposition, the real estate regulator bill has not been passed in this winter session also. M. Venkaiah Naidu, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, at a closing session, he addressed the media briefing and said that the opposition has to accept the logjam which they have created. He also said that there has to be a nationwide discussion on the parliamentary disruptions that are created by the opposition parties which have stalled the crucial bills like the GST and the real estate regulator bill. Remember that the real estate regulator bill not being passed in this winter session is also going to affect government policies like the housing for all by 2020 and the smart cities project, which has been a very ambitious project by the housing ministry. Also, the real estate regulator bill which got the cabinet nod on December 9 after the Rajya Sabha Select Committee cleared 20 amendments, the real estate regulator bill was not passed. Despite the opposition and the government both assuring the home buyers that they are in support of the bill, this bill was not even tabled despite being listed twice in the business of the Parliament. Now, with the winter session ending today, we can only hope that this bill is cleared and is discussed extensively in the coming summer session of the Parliament.
All right, thank you for those details, Deepa. Moving on, the Delhi High Court has passed a landmark order. It says stamp duty and other taxes on real estate will now be calculated on the rate at which you buy and sell property and not the circle rate. This is a Magic Bricks Now exclusive. Aishwarya Paliwal joins me with all the details. Aishwarya, tell us what exactly was the High Court order?
Landmark order from Delhi High Court. Though we don't have a copy of this order, we spoke to the lawyer who had filed this PIL and he told us that what this order essentially means is that stamp duty or registration charges in whole of Delhi will now be levied on the rate at which you buy or you sell your property. What used to happen till now is that the stamp duty was payable on the circle rate in which your property fell. Now this won't be the case going forward. This led to quite a few problems because recently a lot of category B houses were converted into category A. Due to this conversion, the taxes that were levied on category A were much higher than the amount at which houses were sold in category B. Now, as a result, people ended up paying a huge amount of sum when it came to taxes. Now, what this will essentially do is that, whatever rate at which you buy or sell your property, you will have to pay your taxes only on that amount, and this will also help in curbing the black money that does a lot of circles in Delhi.
All right, thank you for those details, Aishwarya. Moving on, it's builder versus buyer yet again, and this time it's happening in Gurgaon. Home buyers in Gurgaon held a protest against Unitech for stalling the construction of homes in its exquisite projects. Buyers protested over the delay in possession of homes that were promised in 2013 but are not handed over yet. Buyers also claim that Unitech has stalled construction of homes in the complex. My colleague Deepa Rana was also at the protest and she sent us this report earlier. Take a look.
An association of home buyers, about 150 to 200 of them, have organized a peaceful dharna outside the Unitech chambers in Gurgaon, protesting against the flats that were assigned to them, the project that was supposed to be given to them by 2013. It has not yet been given to them. The construction has completely stopped, and the home buyers came here today to meet the directors. To no avail. They have been given a date of 5th of January by a representative of the Unitech, who came out and said that they can meet the directors on 5th of January. As of now, they have not got anything in written. We also tried to talk to the Unitech directors, but we did not get any response from them. What we are expecting now is that maybe Unitech will come out clean on this agenda of their project, that what are they planning. The home buyers are protesting and they are hoping that something positive will come out of this project and Unitech will come out clean on it.
A lot of hope there. Deepa also caught up with few home buyers who were protesting and asked them about their demands and what they're struggling with. Listen in.
They have been constructing at a very slow pace. They have left it at the structural stage and not even finished one of the 6 towers. All of the people here, they are home buyers. They are here with their families and kids. They are here to protest against the non-responsiveness of Unitech. We have within this group more than 200 emails to which no reply has been received. Non-responsiveness has got us to the road. We want an assurance, an alternative plan as to by when can they finish it, by when can they deliver our homes to us. We have been agitating for this for the past 6 months.
It was to be delivered to us in September 2013. It's nowhere near that. And number two, we also understand that the licenses given by the government to them have expired. You know, they need a license to make a colony, and those licenses are expired, and that they're not making any effort to get the license renewed. That's why nothing is happening over there. So we are all worried about the future of our investment for houses in which we want to move in.
The permission for this builder for this project has expired in 2013. You can't move to a more favorable set of interest rates because banks will not finance it now. So we're stuck always.
We are sending on a rented accommodation, so we are paying rent as well as the EMIs, which is a huge dent.
There's not a single worker at site who's finishing the project. The workers don't want to come, the contractors don't want to come because they're not being paid over the last so many years now. So we don't know where we're headed.
Personal lives are in a real fix right now. You know, the mental agony which we go through. You know, these flat costs about 1.7, 1.8 crores, 95% payment is gone. We are giving the EMIs every month. And Unitech has no right to cheat people like this.
Let's now move on to our special year-ender series, Realty Roundup. Surge in launches, good capital appreciation and increased demand. Pune's residential market seems to be ending 2015 on a good note. But what are the other key drivers? Ruchi Deshpande sent us this report earlier today. Take a look.
17%, that's right. That is the amount of increase in the number of launches that have been there in the Pune residential market from 2014 over to 2015, and leading the pack over here is affordable housing. Now the amount of launches increased from about 2014 in the year 2014 to about 618 in 2015, and affordable housing has led the pack here again. In fact, 60% of of the new launches have been constituted by affordable housing. Most of these are in the outskirts of the city and in the IT belt like Wakad, Hinjewadi and Bhugaon. The ticket size that we're looking at is 1 BHK with a range of about rupees 40 lakh to rupees 60 lakh that have seen the most demand. Moving on, Pune has also seen a lot of stable capital and rental values when it comes to residential real estate. And if we look at mid-level housing, consultants told us that Kothurud and Nagar Road, which are respectively in central and outskirts of Pune, have seen most level of mid-level segment housing launches. Whereas moving on, Aund and Barnier is leading the pack when it comes to demand as well as launches of the high-end segment. But like I said before, consultants also point out to the fact that Pune's residential real estate market will be led forward in 2016 again by affordable housing.
All right, a big bet on affordable housing there. Let's get in more perspective on this matter. I have A.S. Sivaramakrishnan, Head of India Residential Business at CBRE, joining me from Chennai. Thank you so much for joining us here on Magic Bricks. Now, first question to you, how has the Pune residential market fared in 2015?
The two micro markets which emerge out in Pune are East Pune and West Pune. And this is primarily to the aspect saying that so there is a lot of activities going on in the back office services. A lot of leasing happened in Pune in these areas, whether it's Hinjewadi or whether it's in East Pune areas. A lot of commercial absorption happened, leasing happened, which had a good amount of impact as far as these markets are concerned. So markets like Karadi, Baner, Balewadi, Wakad, Hinjewadi. These are some of the areas which did extremely well in the year 2015.
All right, Mr. Krishnan, also tell us what are some of the emerging areas in terms of sales and demand?
The two micro markets which emerge out in Pune are East Pune and West Pune. And this is primarily to the aspect saying that so there is a lot of activities going on in the back office services. A lot of leasing happened in Pune in these areas, whether it's Hinjewadi or whether it's in East Pune areas. A lot of commercial absorption happened, leasing happened, which had a good amount of impact as far as these markets are concerned. So markets like Karadi, Baner, Balewadi, Wakad, Hinjewadi. These are some of the areas which did extremely well in the year 2015.
Okay, Karadi, Baner and Balewadi. Also, Pune is betting big on affordable housing, isn't it?
If you look at among the different various sizes in as far as 2 BHK, 3 BHK is concerned, the one which did extremely well is in the size bracket of around 900 to 950 square feet for 2 BHK. So any project with good specifications, relatively good amenities with a size of about 950 to 1000 square feet did extremely well. So affordability is basically in terms of the reach, and primarily the leasing which happened in commercial is the back office with an average the salary levels of about 60,000 to 70,000 per month, and these kind of product ideally suited these kind of customers. So we felt a lot of momentum, a lot of absorption, a lot of velocity in this segment.
All right, Mr. Krishnan, give us some perspective on some of the pain points in Pune right now.
See, if you look at from a perspective of the mix in terms of the customer mix, the investors vis-a-vis end user vis-a-vis the investors, it's about 60% towards end users and 40% towards investors. And what we've seen is that the investor market has not really come up in any of the markets across India. So these are the pain points we felt that if it is a location is not that great, which is primarily driven because of an investment in mind, has not really picked up. One of the major pain areas has been the markets which was an investment destination. The second thing is that the manufacturing hub is taking off in Pune, and with Make in India, Mr. Prime Minister's Make in India program in annual, I'm sure that these areas are bound to pick up in year 2016 and 2017. So overall, Pune has been a market which stood out in residential real estate market.
All right, Mr. Krishnan, last question to you. What are the key drivers of sales in Pune residential market?
Pune has been a stable market as far as the education, the talent. So it has helped to stabilize the market as far as the absorption is concerned, and also helped developers with good number of velocity. See, what we're seeing is that the last 3-4 months, the walk-ins have really gone up, and you will see much better momentum as far as the sales velocity is concerned as you progress. So the major driver has been the IT as well as the manufacturing.
All right, Mr. Krishnan, thank you so much for joining us here on Magic Bricks Now. Where are the wealthy investing, and how can you use this knowledge to make the most of your real estate purchase? Here's a report by Karvi Private Wealth. Take a look. Gold got a thumbs down and realty a thumbs up from the wealthy this year when they chose to invest their money. Investments in gold reduced 8.6%, while realty investments grew at 4.89% in the same period.
So the two largest asset classes, two largest assets within that is real estate and gold. Obviously, it's 92% of overall assets. Today, gold is number 1, real estate is number 2. We expect real estate to become number 1 and gold to be number 2 in the next 5 years.
Karvi Private Wealth Management expects this trend to gain momentum in the following years. However, reflecting the lull in the realty market, the rich did choose to allocate more money to equity rather than realty this year. Individual wealth and financial assets increased to a whopping 160 crore rupees against the 119 crore rupees that was pumped into physical assets like gold, real estate and other metals.
For the first time ever since we started the report 6 years back, we have seen financial assets have taken a march over physical assets, and more money is getting invested in financial assets. To get the exact numbers, 57% of incremental allocation has gone to financial assets compared to 35% last year.
Investments in real estate currently stands at 52.6 crore rupees excluding primary residences. HNIs have stayed away from realty in 2015, reflecting the sector's sluggish growth over the last 1 year. However, the report predicts that this investor interest is likely to bounce back very soon, which also means that if you are an end user looking to buy a home to live in, you need to move now when it is still a buyer's market. Amita Balachandra for Magic Bricks Now. It's time to move on now to our special series, War of the Cities. It is the race to the top 20, and 85 out of 98 cities have submitted their smart city proposals. Who will be in and who will be out? As we wait for that answer, we at Magic Bricks Now look at each of these cities who have submitted their proposals. Today, we take a look at Surat in Gujarat. The city has already submitted its smart city proposal. So what are Surat's smart city plans? My colleague Disha Shah has all the details. Take a look.
The smart city proposal of Surat, which was submitted to the centre, emphasises on two focus areas. Firstly, pan-city development, and secondly, area-based development. In pan-city development, the proposal talks about having an automated traffic signal systems. Secondly, it will also ensure providing electricity, water supply and gas connections to each house, and that to 24/7. They also aim to strengthen bus rapid transit system, which is also known as BRTS, by implementing an automatic fare collection system, and also come up with enterprise resource planning on GIS platform to provide interdepartmental connectivity to help Surat Municipal Corporation become paperless. Other than that, a very important thing that every citizen of Surat will have a multi-purpose S-Connect card where they can do cashless transactions and payments when they are using any of these services like BRTS, community hall, library, swimming pool, etc. On the other hand, talking about area-based development, it plans of retrofitting few selected core sectors and redevelop it accordingly. Firstly, it focuses on solid waste management. Secondly, there will also be smart monitoring system for street lights. And lastly, to ensure safety and security of citizens staying in the city of Surat, CCTV cameras will also be installed throughout the city. So all in all, Surat is going all out to make it to that list of 20 top smart cities.
Alright, to give us more details on Surat's smart city plans, I have Jatin Shah, city engineer of Surat Municipal Corporation, joining me on the phone line. Thank you so much for joining us here on Magic Bricks Now, Mr. Shah. First question to you, Pan City proposal and area-based development are key criterions for this round. What are you doing on these fronts?
The Pan City proposals is the foundation base of smart city proposals. And we have explored the citizen engagement tool extensively by various online and offline methods to know the suggestions and the feedback from the citizen. Based on the citizen poll for the Pan City initiatives, we have mainly focused on the ICT is transport connectivity smart solutions, which are finalized in the smart city proposal. It includes the mainly IT components, and Surat we have prepared for the Pan City proposals with the Surat IT Maker, that is the Integrated Transport Mobility and Administration Center. Another thing is the Intelligent Transit Management Systems, because we have introduced with the BRTS system as well as the city bus system in our city. It need the ITMS, that is the Intelligent Transit Management Systems. Another thing, automated traffic control system and automatic fare collection systems. This will help with our main project of F-Connect card. Another thing is smart city centers also we are opening for the open data, Surat open data system. You will be able to know all the disclosures, voluntary disclosures, informations on our website to open data centers.
Mr. Shah, also give us some perspective on what kind of investment has gone in on the whole?
If you look at the investment point of view, the total financial plan for the smart city proposal is about 2,590 crore rupees. And mainly the source of investment is convergence schemes, convergence of the Government of India schemes like Amrut, then the Ministry of Renewable Energy and Swachh Bharat Mission, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, as well as the Government of Gujarat scheme, Suvarnam Jayanti Mukhyamantri Shahri Vikas Yojana. Not only that, we have also envisaged the proposal and the project which is to be conducted by the PPP model. That is about 1,340 crores. So total amounting for the retrofitting area development and Pan City initiatives is about 1,800 and 795 crores respectively.
All right, thank you so much for joining us here on Magic Bricks Now.
It's the war of the smart cities. And it has begun.
New Town Kolkata is already smart, but what we are planning to do under the Smart City program is to make it smarter.
Who's chosen? Who's not?
In order to make it to the list of top 20 smart cities, Vadodara has taken a dual approach.
Proposal is ready and now we are in readiness to submit before the Ministry of Urban Development.
Who will become smart and who's out?
World standard healthcare facilities and educational institutions we are focusing in this smart city project.
The architects of India's biggest urban revolution speak exclusively to India's first property business channel.
It is clearly a war of the cities.
Magic Bricks Now.
Alright, we've completely run out of time on the show, but remember, if you have any feedback or suggestions for us, write to us on the email IDs that are on your screens right now. We're also on Twitter and Facebook. Feel free to tweet to us or post your query on our Facebook page. Also, check out our website www.mbnow.in. The IDs are on your screens. We would love to hear from you. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of News on Magic Bricks Now. Thank you for watching.